Well, people out there, what's up? Hope you all are doing good. Back, Mandip here. Basically, I'm an Hadoop developer. Today, we are going to see about the problem arises with big data. Okay, in the last concept, we have seen that what exactly big data is. So, in this concept, we'll see problem arises of big data. Basically, I'll explain it to you in a very clear sense that I'm working for a company. Okay, my manager comes to me, he gives me 100 files and he tells me to sign on these 100 files. Okay, in the meanwhile, about within a half an hour span, I've signed for 50 files. Okay, again the manager comes, he adds 100 more files. Okay, he told me to sign it, so now I have 150 files. Again he gave me 100 more files, again he gave me 100 more files, again he gave me 100 more files. So the time consuming just to sign all the files is increasing. In the sense the data here, in the sense the manager gave me, first he gave me 100 files, I've signed 50 files, again he added 100 more files, again he is going on adding the files. In the sense he is adding the data. Okay, in the sense the data is rapidly getting increased. Okay, and the processing power is getting decreased. Processing is getting decreased. So what exactly we'll do is I'll call some of my friends, in the sense the people working under me. I'll distribute the work to them, that you sign 100 files, you sign 100 files, you sign 100 files. In the sense I'm just distributing this work to the people working under me to complete the task in the given time. Okay, so this is the problem arising with big data. Okay, and I'll say that this is a solution for this one. In the sense we are just distributing our work to multiple systems to accomplish the work in the given time. So now we'll see what's Hadoop. Hadoop came into existence only because of the problems getting erased because of big data. The data in today's world is getting increased and the processing power is getting decreased. Okay, so because of that only Hadoop came into existence. In the sense, if you have to solve a particular problem, in the sense with the this one, what exactly you call it, from the big data, then you need to have proper storage capacity in your local machines. Capacity in local machines, that's computer. Ting ting. So let's now see. Now we have huge data and less processing power. Because of this, Hadoop came into existence. Now we'll see what's Hadoop, how Hadoop came into existence. Are you all aware of this? Google, the best search engine. Of course, we'll all search for Google. It gives you the best web search. Okay, in the sense within fraction of seconds it gives you top 10 best searches. Within fraction of seconds you are getting top 10 best searches. Okay, in the year 1990, for this getting this top best 10 search results, Google have to save lot of data into their servers. So in the year 1990 they started working with big data, that we have to work on big data and we have to get in result of storing the data as well as to increase the processing power. So in the year 1990 the Google started working, and within 13 years of span, in the year about 2003, Okay, they introduce a system for storing the data called as GFS. Storing data sets. In the sense, you have to store. For storing the data, they have introduced a system called as GFS. And in the year 2004, they have introduced something called as map reduce. I'm writing map and I'm writing reduce. Both M is capital and here R is capital, if you see, because map and reduce both are again two different things. Map is for mapping and reduce is like working on the data, in the sense you have to work on some particular data sets. Okay, for this one, map reduce is processing. Okay, so now let's see that Google has introduced this one. What exactly Google did is, Google said that on a plain paper, Google said that this is the description for GFS, that is called as Google File System. Okay, so in the year 2003, Google introduced something called as GFS, that's Google File System. So let's now see. Google did not implement it. Okay, they did not worked on it. They have stopped the work. What exactly these Google people have did is, they said on the play paper, they gave a description in the plain paper, white paper, and they said that this is GFS and this is MapReduce. GFS is only for storing the data and MapReduce is for processing the data. Okay, then you all might be aware of this. This is Yahoo, the second best search engine. Okay, this Yahoo also gives top 10 best searches, best search within fraction of span. Okay, so this Yahoo also wanted to save huge data for getting this best results. Okay, so what exactly this Yahoo people did is, in the year 2006 or 2007, they introduced a system called as HDFS, and in the year 2007 2008, they've introduced a system called as MapReduce. This is for storing, this is for processing. What exactly Yahoo people did is, Yahoo people are very smart. Okay, they did not implemented their own techniques. What exactly Yahoo people did is, they took this one from Google, the plain paper from Google, and they started implementing it. Okay, in the sense, they said that this is HDFS and this is MapReduce. HDFS is for storing the data, huge data sets, of course, and MapReduce is only for processing the data on the data sets. Okay, so they said that HDFS, MapReduce, they started implementing these things. Okay, now we'll see that who is the father of Hadoop. Doc Cutting is a founder of Hadoop. Okay, he's the father of Hadoop, we can say. That, have you ever seen the Hadoop logo? Yeah, that big elephant, that white big elephant I am talking about. Sorry, the yellow big elephant I am talking about. Do you think that Doc Cutting just implemented that one? He just told that because we are working with what do you call, big data, so he introduced that yellow elephant and said that this is Hadoop. One day what exactly happened is, Doc Cutting had a son. Okay, so he was working with a toy. Okay, that toy was nothing but it was an yellow elephant, and that elephant's name was Hadoop. So Doc Cutting thought that this is a good logo as well as a good name, so they have implemented the same thing. So what exactly Hadoop is? Hadoop is an open source framework like in Java we can see like string Struts, Hibernate. Okay, Hadoop is an open source framework overseen by Apache. Apache Software Foundations for storing huge data sets and processing huge data sets with the cluster of commodity hardware. Now you'll say that what is commodity hardware and what is cluster? Cluster is nothing but the system connected on single LAN. In the sense, in every company, if you go, they all the systems are connected to a single LAN. Like a server manages all the system, so all the systems are being connected to a single LAN. Means we'll say that this is in system, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3, and this is 4. So all these systems are connected to LAN. They are interlinked to each other. In the sense, if I'm say that I'm saving 100 GB of data in this system, 100 GB of data in this system, 100 GB of data in this system, 100 GB of data in this system. Okay, so I can parallel work. In the sense, these people can work appropriately. Okay, so now we'll see that what exactly is commodity hardware. Commodity hardware means cheaper hardware. Now we'll see that why exactly we are using the commodity hardware. In the sense, why exactly I use work orders cheaper. In the sense, if I'm taking in a hard disk in today's generation, if I'm taking in hard disk of about 1 TB, if I'm going with costliest this one hardware, so the same thing will cost me about 1 lakh to 2 lakh appropriately. I'm just giving a figure, but why exactly we're getting it on so cheaper? Because we are not even cared, actually, if you see, because if one thing is getting down in Hadoop, the second thing will be taking care, because Hadoop, when you are storing the data gets into 3 replicas. So we are only using this commodity hardware, the cheaper hardware, because we can use lot of commodity hardwares getting connected, and we can use the cheaper hardware, cheaper this one storage capacity. So because of that only I use the word called as a cheaper hardware. So basically what exactly Hadoop is an open source framework. I repeat, Hadoop is an open source framework. It is an open source framework. It is not in software, overseen by Apache Software Foundation, okay, for storing huge data sets and processing huge data sets with cluster of commodity hardware. Okay, one more thing I have to say is that Hadoop is an open source framework. It is in the sense open source framework, in the sense you can just download it free of cost and you can start working on it. Thank you. I'll see you in the next session. Might be I'll be doing the next session in a week. Thank you. Till then, peace.